What you doing, baby girl? Good morning, everybody. This is actually the first live I've done on YouTube. I do a lot of lives on other platforms, but I just decided to come on here and do a live this morning. A friend of mine had mentioned one time about me and him doing a live together, and so I thought I'd just come on here and test the waters out by myself. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Jeffrey Boykin. I live in Sturgis, Mississippi, and I own J&D Goat Farm. It is a certified USDA goat farm. We have been raising babies since 2017, and we put babies in good homes, and we actually have fish ponds, and we raise chickens. We have an egg production. We do not raise meat chickens, we raise egg layers. And we do market the eggs, and we market baby goats. We started in 2017 crossing Spanish goats with pygmy goats. And everybody said, you can't do that, you can't do that. We ended up making a good market for about 4 or 5 years off of the Spanish pygmy. The pygmies are a smaller goat, and the Spanish were a bigger, taller goat, a leaner goat. But when we crossed them, we come out with a Spanish pygmy cross that ended up being a good move for us. We started a lot of farms. There's a lot of farms now going on in this area that are raising the Spanish pygmy cross. We do have a few bottle babies along the way, and this is one of them. This is Miss Fancy May. She is about 40 days old, and her mother had trouble during delivery, and she didn't make it. So Miss Fancy May, when she was a day old, the mother made it for a day, and then she passed away due to birthing complications. I did everything in my power, had vets out here. They did everything they could do, and she had a torn uterus, and she just did not make it. You know, tell them bye before you go. I know you want them down. She's got a brother that's here too. He's laying below me. She's wanting to eat some hay, so she's not going to stay up here long. But now we have changed over the years. We're using a boar buck, and we're breeding Spanish does. So now we're raising a Spanish boar cross, which is a lot bigger goat than what we had originally started out with. The Spanish is a meat goat and the boar is a meat goat, but we do not sell them for meat. We sell our babies to farms that want to start herds with the same crosses that we're doing. And most of ours are just like these bottle babies, they're pets. I can walk out in the pasture and put my hands on every goat we got. Right now we've only got 22 goats, but when we kid this fall and this winter, 22 can turn into 52 before you know it. So we kind of fluctuate from around 20 goats to anywhere, up to 60. And this is what I do for a living. This is all I do, is I tend the goats all day, and chickens, and the fish in the pond. Now we do harvest the fish to eat. So I guess you could say you gonna come back up here, get on camera again? She's down there bullying me, pushing on my leg with her little horns that just came through. These two bottle babies were not expected. Come here, baby. I have a messed up thumb on this hand, so you just gonna lay down, baby girl? You just ain't bouncy this morning. They've had their bottle this morning, so they're just laid back and relaxing. Come here. But yeah, we're a fully functioning USDA certified goat farm. And right now, we may change over the years. We've changed over the past. We'll always incorporate the Spanish goats, the Spanish breed in what we do. What you doing, baby? What you doing? Because the Spanish is such a resistant goat to parasites, and they're just hardy. And so we always will have a Spanish something or another cross. Right now, these are Spanish bull cross babies. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. He's over there. He's knocked the dustpan down. He's chewed on the broom this morning. That is where they live, in that sunroom right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's got windows all the way around it. It's probably I don't know, it's probably a 300 square foot room attached to the house. Got a ceiling fan. It does not have air because the babies don't need air conditioning, but the ceiling fan keeps it pretty comfortable in there. Baby, you got to do something. She's like dead weight in my lap. But yeah, I thought I'd hop on YouTube. I do a lot of lives on other platforms, and I thought I would hop on here and let everybody know who I am. As I said, my name is Jeffrey Boykin. We're located in Sturgis, Mississippi, and I own J&D Goat Farm. I never would have thought that social media would be a thing that I would do. I've been doing social media as a digital creator on platforms for probably about 2 years now. We've done well on certain platforms. I'm not doing as well on YouTube, and that's why I'm not on here a lot. But I'm focusing more on YouTube and Facebook, more or less. Facebook is our main place that we do well on. And like I say, I think it's just because I hadn't done videos on YouTube, but we'll try to get some more subscribers. If you enjoy goats, I have a lot of videos posted of goats. We have goat deliveries, hoof trimming, deworming. We do everything we do. I kind of put on videos here and post them on different platforms. But if there's anything you want to know about goats, this is a good place to be and a good place to watch the videos and see what goes on. We have, I did wear my glasses this morning. I don't normally, thank you. Yeah, everybody subscribe to the channel if you would, please. I would appreciate it. Like I say, this is the farm is the only income that we have here. We're doing well on egg production right now. For the plain and simple fact, the stores have just got crazy on the price, and people can get eggs from us that have no chemicals, no preservatives. They're fresh eggs. They come straight from the chicken. They're all fresh. We don't feed any kind of chemicals, any kind of medications. We just feed layer food to our hens, and they lay. Some of them lay twice a day. Most of them lay once a day. But the egg production is doing real good in the past 6 or 8 months. So, we make a modest living here. We're never gonna get rich farming. Anybody that farms knows you'll never ever get rich. But it's a good, fulfilling life, if I have to say that. I can say that for sure. Money's not the biggest importance in my life. Come on up, baby. Come on. I wish your brother'd come over here. Let me get him. I want y'all to see him. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's way heavier than she is and way bigger than she is. They're the same age. They were twins, born on the same day. But this big old boy here, and he's got the dapple spots here. He's got a few dapples there. He is what we call a tricolor. Now, he is a Spanish Boer cross. Stand up, buddy, so they can see. Oh, well, okay, everybody's going to get in the video now. She ain't going to be denied. Hey, bud, what you doing, big boy? But he's got the dapples. He's got a tricolor. He's got white, black, and brown. Or I call it a tan. I'm colorblind, so if I tell you a goat's a certain color and it's not, tell me, because that's the only way I can learn. I've been colorblind my entire life, and I see colors different than anybody else. I learned colors in school, so I can tell you what a red is, because red looks like red to me. It's what I've been taught. So it's not like that I lost my sense of color, later in life. I've always been colorblind. So what I was taught as a kid is red and blue, I can tell you. But there's so many different shades of reds and blues now, it's hard to figure out. I'll show y'all if I can. I think I can. I'm overlooking the goat pastures right now. Everybody's up this morning. They don't like getting out in the wet grass, but we've got one barn behind that shop. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. One barn there. We've got a second barn on down, and then a third big barn on the far end. I see some babies out up there on the pasture number 3. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but we've got a stock pond that we raise fish in. We've actually got a stock pond there, and then on the other side of it, it's a fingerling pond where we put our fingerlings to grow them out until they get big enough that the other fish won't eat them. And this is the backyard. These bottle babies got plenty of room up here. It's more or less like a pasture in the yard for them, because they're small and they're young, so perfect for them, and I can keep them safe. I let them kind of ramble the front and the backyard. Of course, front yard's a lot bigger than the backyard, but they ramble. But for some reason, they do not go the road. They're scared to death of anything, any kind of vehicle, even a golf cart with no motor noise, with the wheels rolling. They're scared to death of them, and I'm glad of that, because you don't have to worry about them getting out in the road. If they did get to the road, which I haven't seen them go to the road yet. Now, I have cameras up everywhere, so even if I'm in the house doing something, I can monitor them. I have alarm systems on cameras. If they get out by the road, it'll notify me that they're headed to the road, and I can go out there and call them back. So they're probably as safe as any animal would be up here at the house. And the same situation goes for the rest of the barns. Every barn has cellular cameras on them, and so I know what's going on pretty much 24/7. Give me that before you tear it up. You'll see what he's doing, don't you? He's fighting with the dustpan. Well, he'll have that thing tore to pieces if you don't watch him. I'll have to get it. I have a messed up thumb. I have no use in my right thumb as far as any kind of grip. I can move it, But if I try to hold something with it, it hurts so bad, it stays swollen all the time. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I've got trigger finger in that thumb. If any of you know what trigger finger is, most people never heard of it being in a thumb, but I have it. These babies keep me busy. If you wanna lose weight, I'm gonna tell you something. Get you 2 bottle babies. It'll work. I've lost about 23 pounds in about 40 days. Come here, babies. What are you doing? Pooh. I can't believe you ain't getting in my chair when I'm getting out of it. But yeah, J&D goat. You'll see how long that lasted, didn't you? I'll show y'all their little room. They've got chairs that they're destroying. It's just got a concrete floor, so it's easy to sweep up and easy to mop. They got windows, they got a ceiling fan, they got a light, they got a bucket of hay, they got plenty of feed, and they got water, fresh water. Fresh, clean water is key to having healthy goats. Ain't it, baby? No habla inglés. Sorry. They are just now starting to eat a little feed. Of course, I've cut the bottles back. They're down to 3 bottles a day. They started out at 6, and then they're getting 3 16 ounces a day now. And so they're eating a little bit of feed. He's eating better than she is. She's eating a lot of hay. Of course, she's picking it up off the ground there. I see her. Hopefully they'll be eating good at 9 weeks, and then I can move them to the barn with some other goats and free my time up a little bit. I'm going to tell you something. I spend a lot of time with these babies. That's how we get pets like we get. We raise lap babies. All our babies have a tremendous amount of time because, like I say, this is what I do. Other than this, I don't do a lot. Well, I don't work for anybody and don't do anything else. Have yards to keep up and stuff around the house to take care of, but for the most part, it's goats every day. Chickens, fish, basic chores. I don't get a lot of time like this where I can just sit down and do a live video and watch them. I've got 22, I'm sorry, I hadn't been paying the comments. Don, I've got 22 goats. I've got 48 chickens. We've got millions of fish. And we have 1 cat that does not do a very good job at keeping the mice back. Yeah, I would appreciate anybody that subscribes to the page. If you like goats, if you don't like goats, don't subscribe, because that's 90% of what we got. I'll have some chicken videos and some fish videos. I think I've posted some chickens on here on some of my videos and some fish. I'm pretty sure I posted a video of the fish down at the pond. That's cool to see all those fish moving underwater. But yeah, if y'all can share my videos, share my lives, and subscribe to the page, I sure would appreciate it. I don't know how good that is. Probably not a good video. Goats are starting to move around now. That is Miss Sophie. Everybody has names around here. Look at her, peeing right there in the hay. I don't know why goats want to pee in the hay. You got this whole yard to get in and you want to pee right there on the deck in the hay. But that is Fancy May, and this is Diablo. And every goat we got has names. We don't do the tags and the numbers, we do names, and I have books on every goat we've ever raised and every breeding. I keep up with when we deworm, when we trim hooves, everything's down in a book. I have an Excel file that I keep up with all this information. So if somebody buys a buck from us and they want to get some does to go with him, I can look back and make sure they're not the same bloodline and no relations to them. So we have a lot of second, third, and fourth time buyers. You can't have my drink, buddy, that come back and want to get females to go with their little bucks. So I have to keep up with what breed is what, so we don't get any related goats. What are you doing? No, ow, that's my toe, buddy. That hurt. I tried to get you up in my lap earlier and you wouldn't get up here. See if we can do it again. Come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Now this is the kind of babies we raise. I call them lap babies because they're not a bunch of wild goats out in the pasture. They have enough hands-on time. Now these babies were both hand delivered, and most of our babies are. We have, I don't know if I have any live births on here or not. I know I do on other platforms. I'll go back and look. If I don't, I'll post. I think I did the last birth on here. And you can see how I hand deliver them. I'm the first thing these babies see. They don't hit the ground and their mama comes up. The first thing they see is me. And I, make sure they're breathing and got the all the fluids cleaned out of their mouth and off of their nose. And then I put them down and let their mama take care of them. But yeah, I'm always the first thing these babies see, so they're pretty much accustomed to me from the time they're born. And this right here, everybody gets a lot of time spent with them every day. Like I say, this is my main job, so. Somebody said the other day, you're a goat whisperer. I can take a goat that's never been handled and never been touched, and in just a little while, I can have them interacting with me. And it's not hard to do. You just sit down. With a goat, trust is everything. If they don't trust you, you'll never be able to put your hands on them. But these babies know I've taken care of them from day one. I actually feed them and everything else. So, as all even the grown goats. We have one other bottle baby in the pasture. She's 5 now, but she was a bottle baby. Her mama rejected her, and she lived in the house for 9 weeks. And she's different than everybody else. The bottle babies are always different, but our mama raised babies are like this too because all the time spent. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I've got some things to do. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and do what turned into be a long live. But I appreciate everybody watching my video, and if you subscribe, I appreciate it. If you don't, I'm sure you got reasons. But if you like goats, subscribe to the page, because that's pretty much what we do. And I try to post a video a day, every other day or something. I post a lot more on other platforms, but like I say, I'm just getting where I'm focusing on YouTube more, so I'm gonna really put a lot of effort into YouTube and see if we can't do some good things here and give y'all some good videos to watch. All right, tell them we out, buddy. That's our signature on most of our platforms is Y'all have a great day, and I'm out. And this is Diablo, and tell them you're out. Tell them, say, I'm out too, chewing my cud. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate everything everybody does. Thanks, guys.